So, okay, the lookup is the way the child is independent of the parent. So, what happens is that when we connect it to the parent, we look up for the details and it is independent. What happens is that in case if you want to, even if the child is, the parent is deleted, the child does not get impacted on it. So, the relationship of one level is that. The second is the master detail relationship. Or before we come to the master detail, I'll explain you about the self relationship. So what happens is that it is a circular relationship wherein a object is actually looking at another field in that same object. So it's a circular one. So that is a self relationship. So it can be used for hierarchy, designing a hierarchy or something like that. There is also called it as an hierarchy relationship, which is exclusively for the user object only. So we have a relationship which is called as a hierarchy relationship, which is only for the user object. But the similar thing can be done on custom objects with the use of a self relationship. So in other words, hierarchical relationship and self relationship means the same. Then there is external and there is internal, which sir will explain to us when we go to the advanced levels. So coming back to the master relationship, master detail relationship. So what happens here is that the child is completely dependent on the master. So in fact, if you go to a relationship of a, I'll show you that they don't even have a object called as. They don't have the owners. They don't have any listing. So like this is a junction object. But if you see on this junction object, you won't find the owner field here because the owner is actually the primary master of this object. So all the rights and permissions which are available with the parent are also available on the child object. So this is how so when we do a single master detail relationship, so this is how it will turn up. Similarly, so all like I said, it's a simple master relationship, and then there are some roll-up summaries which we can only have it on the parent side. So what it does is that it does the count, it does the sum, it does the minimum and maximum of the child side. Then this is the basic thing, and there are advanced levels on the master detail relationship wherein you can't. I mean, you can have a reparenting object. So supposing if you want a master wherein a child where it can be reparented, so you can have different parents. You can change the parents. So you got to specify when you create a child and tell them okay that we can reparent it. Otherwise, it